Hi everyone and a very warm welcome to the WARNO monthly February tournament from SD League. Today we are with Fantyx, who has a silly name, and Lathans. Fantyx playing as the 39th on the left, and on the right is Lathans playing as the Unternehmen in Zentrum, with those forward deployment troops getting into Echo and Foxtrot pretty darn early. Rushing down the road to get into the buildings there, and the same on this side. Obviously, big advantage on Lathan's side of the map. That right-hand side of the map is obviously very close to the buildings in Foxtrot, and also, in particular, Echo. Foxtrot, you could kind of argue, is in the middle, but definitely not Echo. I think, you know, if you measured up the map, I think there's still an advantage there, especially with forward deployment troops. So, it will be for Lathans to easily secure this. And let's be realistic, Fantyx has sent nothing there. He sent some recon. He's sending quite a bit to the centre, as I'm sure he would like to hold the centre. Obviously, plenty being called in here for Lathans, though. This is Lathan's secondary point to capture, though. He's put more into the centre. He is sending a random UAZ across here. I'm not sure why that's going there, but he's going to have loads of defence here. There's a few units sort of coming in here, BMP3s and things, and a BMP1 there. Oh, there's actually a tank as well, a TC2. I mean, he's going to form a wall there, potentially, but it'll be hard to assault here. Although right now, before this BMP-1 and the Conkers get there, he has more of a chance of pushing in with some long-range units like tanks. Loads coming in here for Lathans, a Buck coming into the centre as well. I doubt Lathans will call in much more down here for the moment, unless it comes under attack, but I just can't see it coming under attack, to be honest. Few units coming in for Fantyx, just in like a defensive wall, I guess. I don't think he's going to attack that anytime soon. I think he's making a bit of a push here. He is moving forward. Obviously, he needs to deal with the medicine, needs to deal with the Conkers, and he needs to deal with the BMP-1. If he can deal with those three things, he has every chance of taking this point. Currently is +1 to Lathans. Lathans hasn't yet captured the back point. He's about to, and that'll be +3. I'm sure we'll see a command heading into here very shortly for Fantyx, though. And yes, indeed, here it comes. That one's heading... That one that was near there is coming back to the middle, and this one is going to there. He is going to try and get in that corner, behind some smoke. That's his tank that's smoked there. Supply coming in as well. It's for the chopper, I think, though. He has managed to get the BMP-1. Just the Conkers left now. The Metis very badly damaged and pulled back. BMP-3 here assisting and wrecking those Jaeger. Really good manoeuvring here from Fantyx. He will push in this point. Sometimes bringing out some vehicles early does make a huge difference. Lathan's obviously relying on the Conkers to do damage, but they're not the most accurate. Missed the BMP-1 there. Is nearly out of missiles, actually, and that's the last missile, but there is some resupply coming in, though it is heading towards resupplying the Metis. Oh, and it missed the BMP-1 again. SU-25 attack rocket coming in. I assume going to go for this. Will take fire from the Strellas that are here, though. Let's have a look. Do the Strellas catch it? Oh! It was the Buck. The Buck did the damage. Obviously, there has been changes to the anti-air, and the Buck got the kill there from all that way away. Can we have a look at that? Look at the range on there. Surface to air. It is huge. Absolutely huge. Lathans with an Mi-24 taking out what few defensive units there are here. That T-62 also taking fire. T-55's coming. I could possibly see. I mean, there's a couple of T-55. Lathans could hold, or he could push here. Currently back to neutralize. Command in the back here for... Oh. Fantyx rolled his command in and rolled it back out. Very well done. SU-22 anti-tank took out the... either the tank there or the BMP-3. I wasn't sure which. But Fantyx has this point. He's managed to take the point. There are reinforcements coming in. T-64 will be a bit of a pain in the bum. These T-55s pushing up there. I mean, Lathans could push into Hotel. He doesn't have a lot of fast-moving forces here. That is the problem that Lathans has. He'd be going across a lot of open ground to get to Hotel. It's probably not worth it. I think he's going to have to refocus and concentrate on the centre. Yeah, reinforcements coming to the centre now. because Fantyx is hitting this pretty hard. He will want to clear out this command. It's going to be a hard time, though. There's a lot of stuff here. There's a lot of infantry. There's a lot of support vehicles with those machine guns. And machine guns are pretty good right now in the game against infantry. So there's enough firepower here to stop infantry. Choppers at risk from the Strelas. What's the range on the book for its anti-chopper? Do we not get an anti-chopper line? 3,000 meters. We get the surface-to-air missile, 6,000. I guess half of that. I'm just surprised we don't get the marker for that. I guess it's about its line-of-sight range-ish. Can we see that just by doing... No, that's giving me the last unit. That's because I've selected that unit. T62. I don't know, you know. 64. That's 2,000, so... maybe about where the white outline ends. I'm not sure. Osa here taking out that anti-air. Razvedka taking a lot of fire, though. Another chopper here. Osa being pushed up to hopefully engage that. Fantyx with the smattering units there will hold. I think Lathans probably move into a defensive position to hold the back point. A couple more units just moving in here. Again, defensively, I think. An Igla moving in there. This is why these are long games. Two very good players. Fantyx and Lathans, both very good. Lathans, as ever, does stream on Twitch, guys. Do feel free to head on over there, check him out. When he streams, he's doing, you know, 1v1s usually. He might stream some of his tournament games, but the 1v1 ranked, he'll talk about what he's doing. He'll explain stuff if he can. You can ask questions. He's a really nice guy. So do go and check him out over on Twitch. I will leave a link below in the description as ever. Good pushing here, using the chopper very well. That book's all the way back there. There is a couple of Strelas here, but obviously not seeing that Mi-24. More units being brought into the center here. What's this? Su-22 anti-tank. Going for the T-80. Taking fire from the Osa. Osa gets 2 shots off and gets the kill. Very nice. Osa has been marked by Lathans for destruction. But, as I say, 2 good players. Fantyx immediately moves that Osa. Not taking the risk. Those Conkers are still alive. I cannot believe those Conkers are still alive. They must be very well hidden. Can anything see them? I think they're just out of line of sight for the Razvedka. Wait, what? Oh, it's a T-64. I wonder where that missile came from. It looked like it came from the Razvedka. I was so confused, but it's a T-64 firing. T-80 and T-62 will engage on that T-64. I don't think Lathans has realised that it's engaged. A T-80 will finish the job in a moment. Oh, it got a glancing blow and missed. Everything's missing it now. There it goes. Missile finally got it. I was very lucky at the end there. Very lucky. A little bit of movement from Lathans here, but he's being a bit more aggressive in the middle. He's sort of keeping the units he's got there, and he's lost quite a few, but he's got a lot here, and is pushing across this way. Sort of encircling Fantyx's forces. Fantyx obviously firmly in control at this point now. Still those Conkers stay there. Will they be there at the end of the game? Will they be there just till the game is over? I'm genuinely curious if they survive that long. I cannot believe that the Razvedka didn't see them as they were going past. But the Razvedka, can that not see it? Technically not, because it's in the blue area, I guess. That's so weird. Line of sight is sometimes very weird in this game. Something died down here. It was one of Fantyx's units that died. He's bringing in reinforcements, though. I still can't envisage lathans pushing out too much from there. Having a good push in the middle, though. I mean, this is a serious ongoing fight. Ha-ha! The Conkers just died. They did get killed because the Razvedka moved forward. Good use of choppers from long range at the back here. Iglas are moving up, though, so you will want to be careful. But Fantyx holding well against quite a lot of units pushing up. Lathan's taking a lot of damage to his infantry. These tanks will be an annoyance, though. Oh, very nice. Conkers at this side, engaging on that tank there. It is dead. I don't know if the BMP-3 got that kill or the Mi-24 finished it off. Fantyx doing an outstanding job at defending here. BMP-3's no match for the T-55s at close range, unfortunately. It's all about long range with them. Motorstrelki get the kill on that one that got too close, though. BMPs did a good job there, killed a lot of infantry. Mi-24 coming in to engage on that T-55. There's no anti-air in range to kill it at the moment. Book is pushing up. Lathans has lost a lot in this assault. As ever, if you're the assaulting person, you quite often lose a lot of units. And not to say that Fantyx didn't lose a lot there as well, of course. What is going on up here? Fantyx is pushing around the back, maybe to cut off reinforcements coming in here. Uragan in the map as well. Not something we see very often. Doesn't look like it's fired yet. Need to keep an eye on that, see what it fires at, and see if it actually does much damage. I believe that Uragan is doing damage now, but I'm curious how much. It's a weird thing to call in. I don't know, I wasn't expecting it. Lathans does do some weird stuff in these games, just to test them out sometimes. Motorstrelki getting absolutely ripped to shreds there. Basically, I think it's a lot of waiting for reinforcements to arrive at the moment for both players, really. Shilka coming in there and a T-64. Stuff heading towards the centre. Little bits of skirmishing going on down here, and I'm not sure what the plan is or what it's going to achieve for either player, sort of messing around. I suppose it's just a distraction, isn't it? I don't see Lathans pushing all the way to this point. At least not with the forces he's got there. Because it would be very easy to defend this with infantry in the buildings. But equally, Fantyx is losing units here as well to hold that line where it is. It is a distraction for them both. Very nice, Fantyx. Fantyx obviously took that tank around, risking losing it, probably a bit of a suicide run, but knew that there was nothing in that corner as a result. So has brought in his command to cap that point. +2 currently to Fantyx. And that's what he needed. He needed to push ahead in points, and that's the way he's going to do it. I imagine we're going... Is there a command somewhere? There's a command over here we might see moved. It's also possible that Lathans just buys a command to put in there. He can't move the one out the middle, obviously, because that's contested as well. Lathans has made progress while we've been elsewhere, though. He has managed to push up to here. But obviously reinforcements have arrived now for Fantyx, and he is pushing back into that point. Uragan still not fired. FS Jaeger have done a reasonable job here. They've killed various bits. They are badly damaged. Smattering of reinforcements here. Obviously, a lot of reinforcements coming in here to try and deal with this. Command coming in. Fantyx almost caught up on the points now. I mean, this is a draw at this point. So someone has to do something. It is going to be a draw if it stands as it is. Marker down on that tank. Is the response to that going to be a jet, I wonder? Igla's being pushed up here, going for that chopper. Command back in there. That is an automatic grenade launcher firing at this guy here. Does a good job at stunning. Seems to take a while to kill, but does a very good job at stunning. Just watching it engage there. These Razvedka need healing. Sapri getting hit by everything now. And my 26 coming in. That'll be a nice kill if Fantyx can get it. This tank just pushing around. Sapri RPO being engaged by infantry and the 64. So they're definitely dead. Once again, Lathans lacking units in the center. Fantyx bringing plenty of reinforcements in. Lathans having to focus up here. Still nothing from that. He is bringing in more reinforcements to the center, but I imagine we're now going to see Fantyx kind of push round and take most of this point. You know, actually, Lathans is in trouble here. He literally has a Shilka in that point now in the command vehicle. The munitions doesn't count as a unit. Obviously, Fantyx doesn't know this, but Lathans is in serious trouble in the middle. That squad was finally killed. T-64 is going for the T-62. That T-62 is badly damaged. T-64 gets a nice hit. That needs to smoke, or it's probably going to die here. Oh, it's gone into cover. There's the smoke. Lots of reinforcements coming in here, but it's going to be too late. Fantyx is going to push here. His recon is moving up. There's a T-64 there, but nothing's really in defending this. There we go. There's the realization. It has been seen now. And he's on the run. He's going to try and get it out. Can something hit it in the back as it runs? T-64 badly damaged. It's getting shot at by the BMP-2. The grenade unit could kill it. It's not going to be in range. I think he's getting it out. Command vehicle escapes intact. But point goes to Fantyx. Back to +2 as he pushes ahead. Shilka still sat there at the back. Getting plenty of shots off at that SU-25. SU-25 may die to the Iglas now. Or the Strela. They're busy reloading. They have fired. And it is down. T-80 coming in up there. Uragan still hasn't fired. There is some normal artillery in now. Another book coming in. But Lathans has lost access to this point. And there's lots of units at the back here that are ready to move up to the front. I feel like it's possible for Fantyx to form a very solid defensive line here. Obviously, there's been a pivot, though. So currently, Lathans is trying to push this point here. So it does mean that we're going to have to see reinforcements called in for this point for Fantyx, as he's going to need to try and hold this against the onslaught. Artillery being used here. Question is against what? Let's see if we can grab a look. Cross here at the middle of the point. These units at the front. Fantyx pushing ahead here with just over 20 minutes left of the game, so we're hitting that halfway mark. Lathans needs to take something. Kind of envisage him taking Foxtrot at the moment. It really depends how much Fantyx can afford to call in to reinforce this point. But he's pretty good here. He's got a lot of units there. Could risk taking something across the bridge, but you don't want it to get caught out on the bridge. And there is a Pack 12 there, which can fire at the bridge. Can fire at the bridge, so that is a risk, and it is being pushed up to aid in that. That would be the anti-tank missile, though. Just having a look where these are going. One is being sent across. I thought he might, and he is doing that. In the meantime, look at this. Fantyx has brought in a little bit more down here. He's being a bit more aggressive, and there's not a lot left in this point. That's really interesting. I didn't realise that Lathans had moved so much up to this area. And he's gradually lost bits and pieces, as has Fantyx there. But this is a surprise. I mean, no supply trucks coming in to repair these tanks. And they're just being kept at a standoff range to try and do damage to stuff. I need to keep an eye on what's going on down here, because I'm feeling like so much has moved out at this point. Fantyx might push in here. Lathan's getting closer to Foxtrot, but reinforcements have arrived, and there is more on the way, including another T-80. Reasonable amount of defense along here. Units spread all the way along to give early warning for anything pushing through. There is a cluster of stuff appearing here for Lathans. More reinforcements coming. But I think that's going to be a difficult push across there now. If anyone can do it, it's Lathans, but I think it's going to be challenging. Yeah, just a little bit more assertive play down here from Fantyx now. He's taking pot shots at stuff in the city itself. Or at least just on the edge, those SPG-9 forces. Two choppers moving in here, obviously putting these guys at risk. Yeah, those motorcycle BMP are getting wrecked. The BMP-2 will open fire, but I think really Fantyx needs jets in to deal with those. He's not getting any real anti-air here. He's going to need to bring in some jets. So he's just going to lose everything at the front here to these things without any anti-air. There's no anti-air at all down here. Nearest anti-air is an OSA, which is racing down. No, it's not. It's just gone to there. Biryusa being called in. Uragan finally firing at the BMP-2 there. Let's see if it does much damage. Oh, that is a wide spread. Big explosions, but a very wide spread. Bit of damage to the infantry. Bit of damage to that. It's stunned. He's using that as a precursor to his assault. Not got any kills yet, but certainly doing a lot of stunning and stuff. Could kill the BMP-2 if he got another hit, but I think that's almost the firing over. Almost killed it. That's the last rocket. Quick look down here. Those choppers are being pulled back. Still some skirmishing down here. But the real action is what's going on up here, I think. And the question is, can Fantyx hold? He hasn't brought in a massive amount of reinforcement here. That T-80 will be a nuisance, but I'm not sure it's enough to kill all of these infantry. Artillery firing again at this town. BMP-1's now in range. Razvedka getting a kill on one of those. Not in range to hit the other one. Oh, T-80 BV coming from across the bridge, including a BMP-3 and a BMP-1P. Good shout on those reinforcements there. These will be very helpful against the infantry up here. Fantyx still bringing in various bits of reinforcement down here. Where is he going? I was going to say, where's he going with that Biryusa? It was going up here originally. That would have gone straight into the SPG-9. BMP-3 coming in. More Motostrelki. Fantyx is going to take this point. Lathan's bringing in loads of stuff here, but Fantyx well ahead with his +2, now at 820 points. 15 minutes left. And I think Lathans is in trouble here. I'm trying to look for where he's going to do a successful push. This was looking very promising, but Fantyx hasn't been afraid to bring stuff across that bridge from the centre. And at first I thought it was a bit risky, but he's done it without any issues. There's a T80 there covering, but he's managed to get stuff across. A little bit of pushing here. Osa trying hard to get some kills, but taking a lot of fire. Infantry pushing in from lathans. Fantyx is pushing this point and there's nothing left there. This is the same sort of thing we saw in the centre eventually, where lathans unfortunately just didn't have much left. He is bringing in reinforcements now, but depending how aggressively Fantyx moves, these might be too little too late. Command is in the back corner. +3. Could soon be +4. Units are in here. Command will be moved in by lathans to neutralise this point. Question is, can Fantyx hold this? I think he'll be able to kill these infantry, but this tank's going to cause him issues, and there's a lot of stuff coming in down here. Here's some T55 spam, in fact, and a T80B, or 2 T80Bs. Very nice. He's got plenty of tanks here. C-25 rocket coming in to assist there. Buck will probably take that out pretty easily. Reinforcements have arrived in this town for lathans, but there's a lot of stuff here for Fantyx as well. Oh, lathans just hitting the back of that point, hoping to get a kill. Almost does as well. He has damaged that unit, the command. Big push in here. SU-25 getting some kills. 1 T-80 down. The Buck is out of ammunition. Shilka is still firing. Is doing damage. SU-25 is routed. 2 T-55s remain. 1 T-80 remains. Sapri RPO can't really fight them. Really good push here from lathans. He has made it into the point. Can he get the command in though and keep it alive? Lathans getting overwhelmed in this point at the bottom though. 2 Vopos left. They do have anti-tank. Those BMP-3 troops are about to get smashed. No, he's got them out in time. Oh, he got the command. He got the command. +4 to Fantyx. Well over halfway now with 11 minutes and a bit to go. Rocket attack choppers coming in rapidly for lathans. Not really any anti-air there, so this is actually a really good shout. Obviously, these 2 choppers doing well. Biryusa is now engaging, but will get overwhelmed by this many choppers. Lathans with a good push here. Still hasn't moved his command in, though, so it's still +4 to Fantyx. Lathans forces up here from the attacking force, unfortunately being whittled down and down and down. Very few remaining. I don't think he'll be pushing into Foxtrot, but good push here in the centre. Good push from Fantyx at the bottom, though. He is in the point. He is doing damage, and he is in control. Obviously, Chopper's a bit of an issue. And there's the surrender. Commiserations, Lathans, really hard fought. Well done for getting back into the centre at the end there. I genuinely thought that Fantyx was going to hold it. But really well done for getting in. And good shout on the choppers at the bottom. He only had the 1 anti-air there at the end. So that was a good shout. Just he was so far ahead in points. Really well played though. Slight kills to losses difference, but only slight, as I'd expect between these two. Well played, Fantyx. Well deserved win. You did some really good assaults there and some really good defending. Let's have a quick look at the kills and losses, guys. M24 got some kills at the start. The Motstrelki did well. BMP3s were doing very well. T80B, T62 did a good job, as we would expect. BMP2 and BMP1 were doing alright. T80 and the BMP2 got plenty of kills. MI24D did really well. SPW70, not to be underestimated against infantry. T55 was doing okay. MI24, really good chopper use from both players, in particular Lathans though. Conker's got plenty of kills there. Jaeger Metis was doing well. T64, wow. MPV of the game, that tank. Really great game, guys. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Please do like, share, subscribe. As I say, please do check out Lathans. He will be linked below. And tune in tomorrow for the second of the 2 games between these 2 guys.